Thank you, sir. Thank you, Brigadier. Now, there's this other one aspect that I want to clear with you. At length, you gave testimony that there were some photos which were downloaded from accused number 3's phone, which resembled photos that were also found in Kelly's phone. And those photos were also found in Longwe's phone. I'm now referring to the bag of money. Is that so?
It's correct in this instance, my lord, that I did indicate that, but it's one photo. Perhaps let me start there. Yes. It is not different photos, yes, in the downloads of accused number 1. My recollection of
number 3.
Number 3. My
yes.
apologies. Thanks, advocate. My recollection of the statement or the briefing that I got from the analyst is a bag of money, which is contained in the downloads of accused number 3, yes, as well as in the downloads of Ms. Kelly Khumalo, yes, and Longwe Twala.
Yes.
So that, but it's one bag. You know, you get it in these 3 gadgets, my lord. That's my understanding.
Now, and we know that you have been referring to Kelly Khumalo as a person of interest, not so?
I may have used that name, my lord, yes.
With regard to Mr. Mzansi, that is beyond reproach because he's here at court. He's actually beyond being called a person of interest, not so. He's an accused.
That is correct, my lord.
Now, by virtue of the fact that there is that bag of money, same bag of money that was found in Kelly's phone, accused number 3's phone, and Longwe's phone, does that then make Longwe Twala also a person of interest?
No, my lord. So perhaps to answer straight correctly, the answer is no.
Thank
but
you.
Then, if I can have an indulgence to explain the difference between this bag of money, because if you take it in isolation, yes, it raises questions, suspicions based on the fact that you know where you find it. But I don't think that in isolation, my lord, and I wanted to go there after I give the opportunity to the interpreter to interpret that, you cannot now make a person or focus on a person as a person of interest solely because of one bag. Or one piece of evidence. When it comes to Ms. Kelly Khumalo, and I've testified about this, there are a number of things that came up that seems to point to her as being the trigger point. And that is why I then said she was then viewed, insofar as the investigation is concerned, as a person of interest, and subsequently the application for the J50, my lord. But it was a collective of things, not just one bag of money. The bag was there. Issues of the cell phones, we dealt with it without taking the court backwards. So it was collective of a number of evidence that was collected, pointing to things that seems to be not proper, my lord, which is then different when you come to Mr. Longwe Twala insofar as the bag of money is concerned. But I'm not saying it did not raise concerns or questions as to why this bag that is found in these 2 other gadgets is also found with him.
The sad reality here is that Advocate Mzansi Unfiltered has a valid question, a valid concern that if, okay, let's do probabilities, or should I say let's do some math, okay? If photo A, photo being that of a bag of money in a transparent bag, is found in the phone of accused number 3, who is seated inside Phakathi in the dock for the unaliving of SENZO MEYIWA, and then that same bag of money is also found in the downloads of Kelly Khumalo, whom Brigadier Bongani Nicholas Gininda you have referred to here as a person of interest, even though Gininda himself now suddenly says, I may have used that term. Now he's trying to distance himself from it, not knowing where Mzansi Unfiltered is going to go with that. So he gives a light-hearted yes, but not his usual long, lengthy, winding sentences, because he really doesn't know what Mzansi is going to do with that. So then Mzansi then ties it with a pretty bow and says, and that same bag, okay, that same photo, that same bag of money photo is found in the phone of Longwe Twala. So, is this a good opportunity for us to also call Longwe Twala a person of interest? Oh no, now Gininda gets excited. He jumps on that one bandwagon really fast to explain that no. You can't paint Longwe Twala with the same brush as accused number 3 and Kelly Khumalo, because Longwe Twala, just because he has the phone, the picture of the bag of money in his phone, that doesn't mean he's a conspirator, okay, a co-accused in the unaliving of SENZO MEYIWA. Don't you guys find that highly hypocritical? Why then can Longwe not come again to the stand to tell us why did he have that photo in his phone? Also, we already know, we all want to know what happened to his ankle. Can he tell us if that is him in the video? What exactly is going on? It seems Longwe gets to get preferential treatment. And when it comes to the SENZO MEYIWA trial, he's always got a spokesperson, an invincible representative. It's called the state. The state loves Longwe Twala, okay? Longwe Twala doesn't even have to pay for legal representation. Longwe Twala doesn't even have to apply for legal aid. All Longwe Twala has to do is breathe in and out, and he's good to go. And by breathe in and out, I mean take the substances that apparently he consumes quite pretty often. And for that reason, ladies and gentlemen, the state is more than willing to assist him in his quest of freedom from the SENZO MEYIWA trial. We saw how the state, at a lengthy they took, okay? A whole constable, Don, came to read us his AVL records, okay? His AVL records for his car. We heard about the stop and go, the slow motion that he did. How the state is trying to tie that in to the movement of his foot and the fact that his foot was not injured during the unaliving of SENZO MEYIWA by the loose firearm is incredible. I have never seen state employees work so hard to prove someone who's not even in the dock as innocent, and definitely not a person of interest. In fact, it's actually concerning. It really is concerning. But as members of the public jury, we are looking at Longwe Twala and we are waiting for the day, okay, when he comes to answer for all these questions that are pending all around his name. Let me know in the comment section, why do you think Longwe Twala gets such preferential treatment, which is not the same case with Kelly Khumalo. Kelly Khumalo at the time of unaliving of SENZO MEYIWA was the girlfriend of SENZO MEYIWA, and she is considered definitely beyond reasonable doubt by the brigadier himself a person of interest. Why does she get that label? The brigadier says, no, it's highly different. Kelly and Longwe cannot be painted with the same brush. It's very, very different, okay? Kelly Khumalo, she has many other factors that add her to the title of person of interest, whereas Longwe Twala, he's free and clear, okay, of the title. He's not a part of it, okay? So, yeah, it's quite concerning. It's quite alarming, the amount of effort that is put into that. Whereas at the same time, accused number 3 is assumed to have had a gold tooth, which the state has failed to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Yet he's inside Pagati within the dock. Of course, they have additional things that they're tying him to it, the firearm, which is not 100% conclusive, because the firearm, there's a chain of custody of that firearm is very, very questionable. Very, very questionable. And then they're also using the fact that he had dreadlocks and complexion, dark, shiny complexion. You know what? Let's not even go into the complexion conversation. As well as that his clothing on that day matches descriptions of photos that are actually inside Pagati, his phone. But let me end this right here because I want us to go into the video. Okay, so we'll do that in a separate video. Let me end this right here. And let me know your thoughts about Longwe not being a person of interest in the comment section down below. That is it from me today. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I absolutely love it when you do. If you're not subscribed and you're a ghost on the channel, go ahead, hit that subscription button. It definitely helps with us on our road to 100,000 subscribers. Thank you. Bye. Catch you on my next upload.